He smiled at her as he did it. The woman was horrified, but didn't say anything. She just reached over and ate one herself. The man smiled, reached over, took another cookie, and ate it. The woman, becoming very upset, took another cookie and ate it. What do you suppose a paradigm is this at this point?
I can't say.
What do you think a paradigm is at this point? We'll come back to paradigm. What do you think she's thinking right now?
How dare you eat my
How
cookie?
dare you? Right. Listen to the rest of the story. It's like this. Back and forth they went until all but one cookie had been eaten. Then, as though to add insult to injury, the gentleman took the last cookie. He smiled, broke it in two, and slid it in half and over to the woman he gave her one. After eating his half, he got up, smiled again, bowed politely, and walked off. By this time, the woman was livid, but before she could confront the man or do anything else about it, her flight was called. As she opened her carry-on bag to put the book away, she noticed a box of cookies inside. She had been eating his cookies all along. More importantly, she had been generating feelings of anger, resentment, accusation toward this man, who had actually been kindly and graciously to share his cookies.
But didn't it say that she placed it beside her? Yeah.
She placed it beside her, but in actuality putting it in the bag, her cookies.
But people do that all the time. How many times you thought that you left a pen right there? And you know when you come in, oh, I thought I left it here.
Sometimes you did, sometimes you did.
Your glasses, people who wear glasses.
Right.
Put it on the head.
Oh yeah, it happened. Okay, don't laugh. That's not funny.
It's not funny.
So the idea is that when you think about it, right? Think about your own paradigms, right? And we'll go back a little bit about what does that mean in terms of paradigm. This woman was generating feeling of resentment and not so happy feelings about this man, right? We'll come back to that story in a minute. Now I want you to turn to your book, page 11 and 12. 11 doesn't have a marker, so just find page 12 and then go to the front of it. It looks like this. Paradigm and principles. Okay. Can I have a volunteer to read the top 10 stupid quotes? Thank you. Bruce, go ahead. What about number 10?
Oh, number 10.
Give me the dates that these things were said. You don't have to read the whole thing underneath, but just the date. Yeah, go ahead.
There is no reason for any individual to have a computer in their home. This is in 1977. Oh, I read all of them?
All of them.
Oh. Airplanes are interesting toys, but of no military value. 1911. Man will never reach the moon, regardless of all future scientific advances. 1967. Television won't be able to hold onto any market it captures after the first 6 months. People will soon get tired of staring at plywood box every night.
How many of us stand in front of that plywood box all the time?
Not sure.
Go ahead.
1946.
Yeah.
We don't like their sounds. Groups of guitars are on the way out. 1962.